morning everyone, Sophia here for my great challenge. Yes, I'm on vacation. Well, actually I've been on vacation for 2 days already. My vacation is from the 10th to the 16th, going back to the 17th. I'm on vacation because it's my birthday this week on the 15th, so I'm super excited. The big 5-0. I think I don't look 50. I don't know, maybe I'm delusional. But anyway, I want to hurry up because I have two dogs here who are really begging me to get out. It's 9:20, showered. Scott is finishing his shower. What is my goal? Because that's what you want to know. What is my goal for my little staycation? Get rid of the gravel. So I have to remove that gravel. I don't know how many times I'm repeating myself here, but again, my plan is to reseal the blacktop. I can't do this with the gravel on top of it. So I'm going to spend my vacation designing the back of the yard and doing a dry riverbed to not so much to channel the water, but to at least have an area where the water can be and it's not mud. Actually, the water situation in our yard is getting better, and that's only because 3 doors up, some guy bought a house and built an addition. And and when he built his addition, he pushed the water source a little bit by a couple of feet. So now the water is actually no longer running on my side of the fence. It's running on Melvin's side of the fence, poor guy. You got to see when it's frozen. He has like a frozen river on the back of his yard, and mine is not. So it's been moved. You know, well, everybody complained with the town. The city council back in the 70s had a proposal to do a canal, you know, like a walled-in little concrete thing to channel that source water and that rain water, because we uphill going down, to go straight into the Peckman River, which is a tributary to the area, and fall through. I don't know why. I guess people didn't want to have constructions on their property, and they probably felt they were losing a little bit of their property to a canal. I personally would love to have a canal and a river in the back of my property, but anyway, to each his own. So anyway, that never happened. But poor Melvin ended up getting the bulk of the water now, and the back of my property is actually drier. It's the driest I've ever seen it, and we had a lot of torrential rain this year. So this guy really moved the river, well, at least the source. So what Melvin ended up doing is that he had people come in and they dug up a big trench, just like my trench, on his side of the fence, which is right behind me. And it really dips in by about this much. But he didn't fill it all up like with gravel like I did. He actually left it as a dip. And the water just goes behind and goes straight in there, and he has it rerouted onto the curb. Not to the sewer, but onto the curb. I don't know how he managed to do that, because usually you need to have a city permission to just throw water like this. But anyway, bottom line is I have less water. So what I need to do is collect and channel and corral the water that's coming from my garage roof and the leftover water that's coming from these neighbors whose water is coming into my yard. So, but it's much less water. Boy, do I talk. I still need to do something about the back of the property. So when I get there, I'll show you what I need to do. I'm feeling pressured right now because I have Electra staring at me, wondering when on earth am I taking her out. So I'm gonna go do that. When I come back, coffee, breakfast. I have to go to the PO box today. I have 2 more packages to ship, so I have to create the labels, and then I'll get started. So I'll see you in a bit. This is my free tree. This is where I find most of the stuff the lady's been throwing away, but there's nothing today. Come on guys, we already smelled this. We got so many critters in our area. Walks take a long time. So here's my breakfast today. I kind of poached eggs over a bed of tomato and spinach. And you saw me add garlic powder and turmeric, a little bit of pepper. I'm having 2 7-grain bread toast. I'm drinking tea, and the tea I'm drinking right now and enjoying is the Harney and some Tower of London blend. It's actually black tea with honey and a little bit of spices and bergamot. It's a little bit fruity, kind of Earl Grayish. It's I like it with a dash of milk. And Scott is having his usual yogurt granola berries toast with butter and drinking. What are you drinking? It's
beer.
It's an odd choice for breakfast. This is Bundaberg Diet Ginger Beer, and I have to tell you, it is actually delicious. It only has 25 calories per bottle, 5 grams of sugar, so I can have it too. Already had a few sips. Pretty good stuff. So today I'm working in the yard. You look thrilled. You help? Wow.
Okay.
All right, today's gonna help me, but I have to go to the post office first and a few other things. All right?
Yeah.
So I'm on my way to the post office. I got 2 boxes to ship. I have to stop by my PO box and see what's in there, and then stop by the local hardware store. I need leaf bags because I'm taking down another bush that's in the yard, and I also need a spout expandable extension to get the gutter water from the front of the garage all the way to the back. You know, minutia, I know. But anyway, it's gonna be a busy 5 days. And by the way, I am not editing every single day. I'm gonna space out the videos only because it's exhausting, let's be honest. To film and an edit every day, to have a video posted every day. So those are gonna be every other day, I guess. So you'll see me for like an entire week and a half, maybe. So of course, today is the day the town decided to cut down trees on the street, so you can barely hear me. So I'm gonna have to do a voiceover to show you what the goal is for today. So in my backyard, this is the back, and yeah, my backyard is sorry looking, y'all. It's getting better over there, but little by little I will get this done. I don't think the noise is too bad right now. So this is the back area that I told you I have water coming from the back that's running through all over here, but it's actually not too bad this year because he moved the source. I explained that earlier. This bush was here when we moved in. It's going out today. I'm removing it. The goal is to do a riverbed like this all the way up to here and kind of angled this way and fill up the whole back. Well, I gotta do voiceover. So I'll add gravel all the way to the back here because this is where all the water tends to run through, and all of this is going to be dug up with gravel. And then the goal is to have flower beds. So I'm going to do a flower bed against the fence over there. That's next year. I'm not doing it this year. There'll be another one here, maybe doing a couple of curves. This pile here, Scott and I need to till over and flatten and regrow the grass, so we have a big patch here that needs to be repaired. But imagine in the back I'll have grass and then flower bed here with bushes, another flower bed here with more bushes, and then all the way in the back here in front of the river I'll have various plants. I'm thinking evergreen mixed with, you know, maybe I don't know, all the plants. So these are the 2 extensions that I bought, the paper bags. This is the spout that runs all the way to the back. Right now it's not really connected properly, so I bought the extensions to go from here to there, and then the water will go straight into the riverbed and will keep the property dry. I cut it down to a maximum, so now I pretty much have to dig it up. So yeah, that's gonna be a rough task, but apparently I'm a glutton for punishment. There we go. Well, I was able to remove it, parts of it over here. That's got taking it to the front. So now this is the plan, kind of level this but a little bit lower, and whatever dirt I have, build like a wall of dirt here, and then in front of it there'll be rocks, small rocks, big rocks, kind of the same height. So on that dirt band here I'll have plants, and then all of this here in kind of a curve like this will be rocks. I'm gonna freak out a whole bunch of people. Apparently I disturbed a what are those, what do you call these?
Bugs?
Yeah, but spider. I disturbed
I can't see them that well.
a spider web, and there's hundreds. So let me get my spray, and goodbye. Okay, so while Scott is still digging, I'm going to do this. And this is not for you to chew. No, it's not. Okay, so I don't need that. These expand, but you gotta have, you know, strength. There's a small side and a large side, and basically you connect the small one and the large one, obviously. I don't need this one, that's the old one. Got it? Yeah. Alright. And then this one. Alright, I have a feeling that it looks better if you put the small one here, because it's a better fit. Yep. Okay. So we got this in here, and then this one will go in here. Oh, the spiders everywhere. Okay. So I gotta dig this up a little bit because this is going up, and I need the spout to go down. Ew, we have a gazillion bugs in here. Alright, whatever. Let me dig up. digging, right? And I'm finding this thing here. And when I go like this, I have a huge section of soil that's coming out. So there's obviously something underneath there. And I'm intrigued, so we're gonna have to dig that up and find out what it is. I have a feeling it's a bluestone slab going in the to the back of the garage.
It may have been what the ancients put there to move the water, you know?
What on earth is this? Look at this. I don't know about ancient, babe. It's not that deep.
Well, you know, the ancient 20th centurians.
That's wood. That is...
That looks ceramic.
No, that's a blue slab. I wonder how big it is. And no, I'm not wearing gloves. Oh, wow. Ooh, I feel like I can do stuff with this. Alright. Hey, Scott?
Yeah.
Can I get some Indiana Jones music? Come on.
Dun ta da da, dun ta da, dun ta da da, dun ta da da da.
Why is there wood here?
Dun ta da.
Oh wow, it's going
big.
all the way up here. Look at this thing. Neat. Look at the color of it. It has to have copper, I'm sure, because it's like turning greenish blue. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, the possibilities. I wonder if there's more than one. Alright. Cool. This is my lunch. I'm having a soup, which I featured on Instagram yesterday. It's leftover. But this one I added some meatball in it. It's basically vegetables with mushrooms. We went to World Market yesterday, and oops, they were selling dry mushrooms. I'm trying to see. You see one right here? Okay. So I just basically cooked the soup with the dry mushroom. So that's what I'm having for lunch. And the man over there is having, what are you having? Pizza, leftover pizza. Okay, so we're pretty much done here. I created like what's going to be a little flower bed here. Like I said, this tree eventually is going to get cut down, so no worries. Water's going to come out here and follow this path and get dispersed in the gravel. So what we need to do now, and you see I've mounded all of this. So right now this mound doesn't look like much, but eventually it's going to be all planted. So what we got to do now is start putting the black tarp, the landscaper's fabric, and we're going to staple it really flush to our fence here and this side of the fence. And we're going to fill all of this all the way up to that black dirt. And I'm thinking actually covering the dirt too, but nah. That's going to have to get mulched instead. So we'll cover all the way up to here, and we're going to follow the curve like this all the way up to the end, and then eventually I'll mulch the front, and then we'll put rocks in the front on this side here. So Scott went to get the hammer for the staples, the landscaper's fabric staples, and then the water's pretty much going to follow its course and not bother us anymore. So yeah, we've lost about 3.5 feet worth of property by doing a bed with rocks and gravel, but everything else is going to be dry, and quite frankly all of this here minus this is going to go away, don't worry. It's plenty to maintain. And remember, I'm going to do flower beds and all of that on both sides here. So basically what I'm doing here is landscaping and trying to have a yard that looks like an actual yard with, some bushes and roses and flowers. It looks like a mess right now, I get it, but so did the trench, and look what I got now. And the trench is working beautifully, by the way. We haven't had any issue with it, no overflow, and boy did we have torrential rain. So right now it's looking pretty bad, dug up. But once the gravel is in and I have mulched the top and I have rocks, which I'm gonna get again tomorrow, maybe later today in Bloomfield, and that's gonna be all the way in the front, it's gonna look really, really nice with, you know, different heights of bushes and whatnot. Right now I just want to worry about getting rid of the gravel, putting it over here, and finally getting rid of this water problem that we have. So what I'm doing is taking the landscaper's fabric and I'm stapling it and putting a little bit underneath the fence, because we don't want weeds, right? And really getting the corner now, so I'm not putting 4 feet worth of gravel. If I was doing that on this side, I would definitely have to put a double wall right here, you know, with big panels of wood, because the gravel weight would pull on the fence, and we don't want that. So this is going to be about that much gravel here. It's really not a lot, and it's not going to damage the fence or anything, but I want to make sure there is no room for weeds. So the purpose here is twofold. 1, weed. 2, the gravel needs to stay on the surface. If I wasn't putting the landscaper's fabric, it would sink into the mud, and every 2 or so years I would have to add more gravel on top of it. But if I put a landscaper's fabric, especially this one is heavy duty, what's going to happen is that the gravel is not going anywhere. It's going to stay put. So what I think I'm going to do here is put big rocks on both sides of that mound, because once I put the mulch, with rain and whatever, it's going to start falling off. But if I have like a little barrier here and a barrier there, we should be okay. So we got it almost all the way to the back here, and then Scott is putting random staplers just to hold it in place. Scott, I don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it, babe.
Why? What's wrong?
Okay. I'll tell you what. Figure it out. Alright, so just for the heck of it and the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to bring in 1 shovel full, what do you call this? A wheelbarrow. Of gravel. So you can see what it looks like.
Know me. Take the time to dig deep underneath this red.
Okay, so use your imagination, right? This is gone. This is all gonna be green. We're gonna have 1 apple tree here, entire apple, another apple tree right here. Behind the apple tree right there, we'll have like, maybe I'll put that bluestone as a stepstone to get to this area, and I can have pots and whatever. This is going to be hostas, and then over here is all going to be daisies, daylilies, you know, all sorts of perennials. Big hydrangea right here in front of the tree, and eventually the tree will be cut down. I'm keeping it because it has the line on which we have the dogs. The dogs are on lines in the back because we didn't finish the fence and we didn't put the portal or gate or whatever. And then all over here is going to be hydrangeas and plants and whatnot. And then same thing over there with roses. So it's going to be nice. Work in progress. So we are done with this today. We kind of both pooped, to be honest. But basically this is what it's going to look like. And again, there's only maybe that much gravel, so there's not a lot of pressure on the fence. I still have to, you know, spray clean the corner over there. And I put the bird bath over here. That's where it used to be, and the birds used to come. And then when I moved it over there to that area, they totally stopped coming. Not using the bird bath anymore. So bird bath back in here. I'll put some pots or whatever. And then hopefully this area here with the water will work out. So I'm going to take a shower, and when I see you again, we'll figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the day. And this is my snack. I'm having a green apple with 2 tablespoons, looks like more than that, but I didn't really count, of peanut butter. And then when I'm done with my snack, guess what? Yeah, kitchen's gotta get done, and then I'll take a shower. You know, I have to be honest, I don't know how interesting those day in the life videos are. My life is really boring. There's nothing going on. If I'm not cleaning, I'm doing something like a DIY project, and that's about it. Look at that. It's 6:22. I didn't get to clean the kitchen this morning because I went straight to post office and all of this stuff. So I'm gonna do that now, so that way the kitchen is back to 0, and then it's gonna get destroyed again for dinner. I'm gonna make my soup. You know, the soup that I had for lunch. I'm gonna make it again tonight. So that way you guys get to see how I made it. And you don't have to put the mushroom, by the way, if you don't like mushrooms. So it took no time, and the kitchen is back to 0 and clean until we destroy it again, which is probably gonna be tonight. It's pot pie and shepherd's pie for tonight. Is that what you're making? Pot pie and shepherd's pie?
No, I don't feel like cooking, so.
Okay, we never feel like doing anything on Saturday night. But anyway, everything is done, and the sink is clean too. Scott started the dishwasher, so at least we'll have clean dishes. I did take a break in between, so it's 7:18 right now. It did not take an hour to do this. I would say at best 30 minutes if you do it non-stop. I'm gonna rinse off and shower a little bit, and then when I come back, we'll do a mushroom vegetable soup. So if you're on Instagram, you probably already saw the pictures, same thing with Facebook, but we pretty much reorganized Edward's room. For those of you who don't know, Edward just started Seton Hall University, the Stillman School of Business, and he decided that he wanted to be a grown-up, which is fine. So we got rid of, I would say, about 70% of the stuff that was young kid. Edward had the hardest time letting go of stuff, and he got the click once he got into college, so don't despair, moms. It will happen. eventually. But all of these shelves here were lined up with stuff, and all of these shelves here were lined up with, I think there had to be like 30 Legos in there. So he only kept the fancy Star Wars ones, and then we did a deep clean of the room, went through every nook and cranny. There's not a speck of dust in this room. All of this has been pretty much emptied out. He had books, all sorts of things. We even went as far as connecting the wire for his iPhone, so that way it's permanently there. But uh-oh, there's a t-shirt coming out of there. The big white dresser, the Pottery Barn dresser that I bought years ago, I didn't want to remove the shelves because I know he can use them for future, uses. So, but the mirror didn't fit, so we decided to let go of the mirror, and instead we just installed a tall mirror on the closet door. And we got this one because he really wrecked the corner desk. If you remember, he had a corner desk right here, and it's not that it was too small, he just wrecked it because of, teenage boys. So I got this one on the Facebook Marketplace, and it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, he does have a trash bin now. That's a lifesaver. Because it has a bookcase attached to it, so everything that he's currently using for college is right here. And then in order for me to save the table and not have the desk and not have it ruined, I purchased this pad that comes in various colors. And he can use it as a mouse pad, and he can put his drinks on it, and it won't ruin the top. And then I got this lamp, which is pretty cool because it comes in, it's a touch thing. You see there's 3 different lights on it. And what else? I got a board for him to put stuff on, and that's about it. Everything is organized. He has all his stuff in there, all of his clothes. Sam made it here, and yeah, we're very happy. He's very happy. Bedding was clean, mattress was clean. I mean, we really worked hard. It took us 2 days, 2 full days. And then the bookcases, this one right now, he wanted to keep it for his shoes and his weights. That's fine. Eventually, I'm pretty sure we'll let it go. This he purchased, I can't remember where, but he really likes this poster, so we put it there. And then the books, well, he had this full bookcase here. He had 2 full bookcases, and then he had books up here, and he had books all the way up here, and books on those 2 shelves there. We let go of a lot of books, and you see this one is empty because it has a saxophone on it. This one has his high school diploma and a bunch of stuff that he wanted to keep for memorabilia, and then all of his hats from various purchases. He's got weird taste, like really. We have a World War I helmet, French helmet. But anyway, these are, he only wanted to keep the novels, the novels of the century. They're all in here. And he's read quite a lot. And I have a confession to make. The Cowboy Bebop is only there to hide holes in the wall. I haven't patched yet. I didn't have the time. I'm back. I'm about ready to make a soup. So I already cut my vegetables. I have a zucchini, tomato from the garden. This is half of a red bell pepper from the garden. Some red onion and spinach. And then I bought these at the World Market the other day. They are a mushroom blend, and they are dry. So what kind of mushroom do we have in here? Let's see. Dried mushroom, that's it. Alright, well, I know there's shiitake mushrooms. There's some regular button mushrooms, and then there's probably some portobello, all types of mushrooms, but they are dried. And today I'm cooking using a pressure cooker. This is the good old classic Fagor pressure cooker. and it works great. I believe it's German, I'm not sure. But anyway, put a little bit of olive oil in there. So pressure cooking, 10 minutes, that's it. Once the little button goes up, you heat it up, and then when the pressure valve goes up and it locks in, this is just garlic powder. You lower the heat and you let it cook for 10 minutes and then you turn it off. That's it. You can do all sorts of food in a pressure cooker. I have an electric one too, but actually this one goes faster and it's easier when you have, that was pepper by the way, when you don't have a lot of to make. So this is just a soup for Scott and I, even though he's having shepherd's pie. And I'm just going to saute my vegetables in it. It's been about 8 minutes. Okay. Gonna add mushrooms. Put that in. Maybe for one person and 2 person and just a little bit more. Okay, so 3 handfuls. And now I'm adding 2 cups of vegetable broth and 1 cup of water. Oh, these are like big chunks, right? So I'm just going to close this. And how does it work? Basically, you want to close the valve and you want to close the lid. And you leave it at high temperature, right? And once that little peg here, this little thing pops, you lower the temperature and you let it cook for 10 minutes and you're done. Don't go bite. Relax. 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 Okay. Gentle. Gentle. Good girl. She runs away with it. So I'm just waiting for it to pop. There we go. And you see, no more steam coming out. So now all I gotta do is lower my temperature really low. And we're gonna let it cook for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes, so I just turn it off and put it to the side. That's it. Now if you wanted to stop the cooking, because it's still cooking right now, all you have to do is release the steam, and you just turn this way and let the steam out. And you know all the steam is out because that little button just went back down. So now I can reopen it, and that's it. Soup is done. Yum. See, everything kept its color. It's perfectly cooked. Great soup. So that's it for me and today's job. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this day in the life. I was really busy. It's almost 9 o'clock. We're eating late because, yeah, what's the excuse? Let me see. What would be the excuse for eating late today? Oh, Edward's at work. He won't come back until 9:30. Shepherd's pie, frozen, and chicken pot pie in the oven. They still have 15 minutes to go. By the time they're done, Edward will be home, we'll eat, and then maybe we'll do movie night. It was my movie night last week. We watched Oblivion with Tom Cruise, and I enjoyed it. So anyway, I'm done for today. I will see you in the next video. Tomorrow my plan is to finish the dry riverbed, go get some rocks, and maybe I'll mulch that little butte, and maybe I'll fancy planting a couple of pots and things. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye! Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.